All right, we got the Komet out. We're going to do the maiden on this thing today. First flight will be a line of sight flight. If it works okay, then we'll get the goggles hooked up. It's a beautiful morning out here, and a little chilly. It's about 46, 47 degrees out right now. But the winds are maybe 2, 3 miles an hour. Just a little bit coming out of the north, not much. So it's almost a perfect morning to fly. And it's overcast, so we should be able to see it real easily. So, okay, for the test flight, I've got it in auto launch. And I'm also flying line of sight auto launch. Notice that the first thing we need to do is probably add a little more RPM to the launch. And then what we'll do is we'll put it in return to home. Get back and put the goggles on. Okay, so return to home seemed to work really well. So now that we've got the goggles on, I'm flying it. For this flight, we're just going to fly around a few times, just kind of get the feel of the airplane. I think I noticed this thing is rock steady. Now, there wasn't any wind to speak of, maybe 2, 3 mile an hour winds coming out of the north, but not too much. But this thing flies real steady. Of course, in hindsight, it's always 20/20. I probably should have swap the positions of the BTX and the camera so I get a little better view, but I kind of like looking over the nose of the airplane, see what I'm doing. I do have a pan servo on this one here, as you can tell, and I move my head back and forth just a little bit every now and then. This is the Rowlett RC flying field out in Rowlett, Texas. We're doing. You can see I'm kind of tooling around at about, if you look over on the left side of the screen, that 67 is my throttle percentage. You can see me. Generally, I was flying it around this thing about half, a little over half throttle the whole time, not pulling a whole lot of amps. We got the GPS ground speed going there on the right-hand side. It's going about almost 70 miles an hour, 65, 70. Don't think that altitude's right. It varies quite a bit, but we'll just kind of do some gentle turns. I got the PIDs up in the upper left-hand corner, but I haven't done auto tune yet, and I was going to fly it some more, but the front hold down on this thing here, once I landed this thing, I looked at it, it was coming loose, and if that hold down comes loose, then my camera flies off. Just another mod I've got to do to this airplane. There's a couple of things you got to do to get this thing where it's a good FPV airplane to fly. Also put a screw anchor in the back of this canopy that holds my canopy down, because the last thing I want to do is lose my VTX in flight. But overall, this is just a really, really good, solid flying wing. I am actually a little bit impressed. Let's do some more turns here around the flying field. I got the flying field to myself this morning, so. Let's see here, we're probably, we'll get down to the tops of these trees here. Nothing fancy. Yeah, good solid turns on this. Also, the rudder, although I didn't use it too much, the rudder is effective on this. When I was flying it line of sight, I did put it in a knife edge, and it managed to hold it pretty well. I was surprised, to say the least. Yeah, we're getting close to the end of the flight here. I didn't fly this one too long for the first flight. Again, like I said, I was going to fly it some more times and do some auto tuning, do some other stuff, but front part of the hold down, that canopy came loose, but we're going for a landing. Look back. Keep the nose up, and we'll slide it on in.